Hi everybody, this is Mark here with FloridaUrbanHomestead.com, and I just thought that I would take this opportunity here to show you how to make your own biodegradable pots to plant your seeds in. Some of you that are further up north may be now just starting to put your seeds out and start your propagation. For me, I will already have stuff out in the garden, but in Florida here, in Central Florida, we'll be having another growing season starting fresh and anew, starting in September about. So this is how you make the pots. First off, what you need is a newspaper. You want to make sure that there's no glossy inserts. You don't want to use that part, but just a plain newspaper. This one is one that's delivered free around here, and so that's even better. I didn't have to pay anything for it. And you'll need some sort of cylinder that has straight edges. And you can use whatever size cylinder you want, depending on what size pot you want. You can use a tin can or anything else that has straight sides. Maybe you have a glass that's that way. For me, I like to use one of these, which is just a paper towel roll. It's just about the right size for me for them to grow pretty good root systems without having to waste too much money on seed starting mix. And it works out real good. So what you do is you start off with a newspaper like this, and you start off opening it up. What I like to do is just tear it right down the middle along the seam, like so. You could cut it, but the plants won't know the difference. So here you go, your sheet of paper. You can, depending on how deep you want it, you can fold it once or you can fold it twice. For me, it depends. If I'm planting something that has a more shallow root system, I will fold it just once. I'll fold it twice. Once in the middle and one at the end. You can fold it less if you want to plant something that would have a deeper root system, like tomato plants would be a good example. Because you can build the cell up around them as they're growing. Either way will work. Basically, you just fold it up like this. You take in about 2/3 of the paper, like that. I like to roll mine about halfway, and that's when I cut it. If you want a thicker wall, you could roll it all the way, but I like it to biodegrade faster. And I'll tilt this up towards my little camera here so you can see what I'm doing. You just basically fold in the two sides and then the top and the bottom, making sure that it's really tight against there. When you do that, you just pop this out. Then if you see down on the inside here, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn these edges back in to form the bottom. Alright, once you get that part of the way folded in, you can just take your original little spool here and force that down. Alright, that pretty much forms your pot. You can bend this over to tuck in that last corner, and then this is your pot. It's completely biodegradable, and you don't have to remove it from your garden. Once your plants grow up, you can just simply pull out the ends like so, and the roots will grow through the bottom into your soil, and you'll never have to remove this. One tip about this, and this goes for peat pots as well, you want to make sure when you plant these that you cover up the peat pot or the paper pot like I made here completely. With soil. If you leave these edges out, it can actually, as you're watering it, it can act as a wick. The water will come up the edges of the paper and expose the liquid to air, and your plants will dry out faster. So you do want to make sure when you use this or any other biodegradable pot, make sure that you cover up this part completely. And that's it. It's extremely inexpensive, in this case free. You just mix it with some potting, your seed starting mix that you can buy just about anywhere, and you're ready to go. So I hope this was helpful for you, and you can check out these tips and more if you want to come and visit me at www.floridaurbanhomestead.com. Thanks for watching.